Utre bills na beji loan na ubeti media ye wow ejuma. We loan don't come. Wun yashio. Nye wuhiane wu Ghana card. Ewa na wunsaka usika. Na sa we obi a we wow ejuma upese utremu. Anasa we ejume niya. Uchi busumi aketria. Enye bill se bray. Na beji loan na. Wunfe bibiye siyawa. Collateral. Anasa deposit. Wuhiemu biya. Ain't ya fidye. Bill se si ubia wuni ejume biya ye. Ubetumi abeji loan don't come nubi. Na sa wuts nefie na wenye sika nubi dia. Eye wow. Ain't it for bills se siya. Ewo 0596-920-833. Ana 0302-200-390. Na wetumi echiawo bills. Nemo echishaye kakrawo. Bank of Ghana and Sasha Bills Microcredit echishaye. Bills, financing your needs.
Semisoriano pa, Kale Chaco toothpaste na meditri missing. And mommy confidence, the morning in
Sewushia amana misifite gusuna mesrea. Eya wawawu me the Kale Chaco toothpaste. Meditri missing. Obadi ni pa e wo bidi muno. Eni dia ye Kale Chaco toothpaste. E boy sin ho ban e free mwa e boy sin mu to crow. E si ahye eni enumunka. Sure say amani Kale Chaco toothpaste insoni. Yeti center for.
Media magic Kale Chaco toothpaste at tubu. Nishina no pa na dwa mekodano. E ma mesi ye fita. Confidence level kwaso entibinama. Na mesi 32 ni neguso.
En kaneno ania ma menim di bidie twitwi yense no. Asaya bebie mu. Bidie wo Kale Chaco toothpaste mu no. MSC ye fita. E ma na hoden ne sayi nkabia. Na wonum ye ram. Enunti mo amonum coffee, wine, any tobacco e kamo seso no. Abama mo Kale Chaco toothpaste. Sankofa yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
Happy Father's Day to you.
This month of June, buy everything in Max Buy at extremely low prices. Fathers are heroes. Celebrate Father's Day with us. Come shop at Max Buy. We have a special promotion just for our men. One shading say auto 43-inch TV, sound bar, any hair clipper, and we see can do 3,000 Ghana cedis grab. And as a water tabletop fridge, swallow maker, any blender. I know so we see can 2,000 cedis bo. Get this amazing combo offers and save big time. Avoid paying full price on a single product. Choose bundle, save pocket money. Choose bundle, save full money. See the name cost no na Max Buy prices no from na customers say need J. For further inquiries, call us on 054-401-9552. Max Buy dear, a happy life ampa.
Happy Father's Day.
Fate has a way of rewriting lives. The life of a pickpocket takes a new turn after a car crash. Watch House of Clue, a brand new drama series where loyalty is a lie and revenge is the only truth. House of Clue, showing Mondays to Fridays at 8 p.m. on Aquaba Magic, DSTV channel 150 and GoTV channel 102. Aquaba Magic, Ghana's most loved storyteller.
In every community, the skyline is dotted with uncompleted buildings, some at the foundational level, others at lintel or roofing level. Each one tells a story, a dream, a home in the making.
Because home ownership remains one of humanity's greatest desires.
Wherever you are on this journey, whether you're breaking ground, building up, or simply furnishing your space, the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is designed with you in mind. Join us from Friday, June the 20th to Sunday, June the 22nd at the Achimota Retail Center for the first clinic of the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Let's help turn your home ownership dream into a lived reality.
The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is powered by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and brought to you by Virtual Security Africa. Security for all. Superlock Technologies Limited. You deserve the best. DBS Industries Limited. We truly are your roof experts. The Builders Market. Bathroom, get it right. Lesh Fortune Limited. Unleashing luxury with perfection. One space at a time. Clifton Homes. Beautiful homes, wise investments. Interplast. We make sure water reaches you, even space. Elegant Homes and General Construction Limited, where quality meets value. Ayuda, Ghana's #1 service app. App Bako Service Bebre. Drive EVGH. Drive into a sustainable future. Syntex Tank. A strong, a tough. EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair 2025. Dream it, own it, live it.
Asempa FM, Ekosiisen, Asempa FM, Obine Bano, Biba, Obibo, Obiba, Ode, Asempa Nabo, Obine Bano, Biba, Obibo, Obiba, Obine Bano, Ode, Asempa Nabo. Obinye, Ekosiisen ye. Bonsu awo mene sempa de brane mamba obi
Masomo Asempa 94.7 FM Ekosiisen dwumede no asuguso a utie no ma yenna munyina ase na yensan ma kwa babio emfa momra Ekosiisen so mo a mo hwen wo YouTube live e bestra mo se ye stream no ekate enti yasan restart stream into Monshanenso and we sincerely apologize in the Educhum interview no at a point a kate me yasan restart but you stayed with us throughout into yedamwase namon fanchen and internet generally we fear has been very slow into monfa enchain by a twa discussion segment ye di ewie and ohwa womre na 48 minutes after 5 emre no ekoyi banyame adom yenya the honorable member of parliament for Brekum West ewo studio ha honorable Dixon Tre Dua bebena friend Stuttgart and Okobono East region Bono East region and so regional secretary of the NPP Didin Eddie David Boache wabe cancer studio. The last time I share no was yekoye why event be ewo techiman ye kokofa Ekosiisen live ewo honi ene no ishia ye ora Boache akwa bete sen
mejo sumini obi nyame adaroma me hoye pa minim se wo so hoye
adumia na Bono East ye bokode
nyame adom bibia the din Bono East
the last time I ba that was before elections.
Yeah, that was why passing out of the 5,000
sure.
apprentices.
Me can say sadana na mo ye confident power of winning the regional.
It wasn't even sadana nko. But we so be said my main five points na me chia what if you know.
Omoje so
na yenim se adwuma nkasa se amamuomu adwuma ye ma oman service
yes
and ye gina so to abadia na me believe se nanka your confidence na egina yi se na say ye dinkunim bi
Asempa FM
but several other factors
and ebe
boom and going forward no yeah start ye tutu anamon say ye be correct bi do enye so easy but send your economy so ye penisa nim say by close of day endro china no pade na ma hu say do meeting no yampon ansa na meeting ansa na me ba but okay. I can tell you say TF1 expect
critical decisions
and changes in certain things.
Okay.
Yenim say be boy.
It is a mukra seat saying war region ho.
One. Honorable Kosa. The three Brunga half no day na say 111.
In the three regions 3 seats.
Yeah. The old Brunga half no.
Yeah.
But that region home. Your dynamics be brave. I mean him say when you honorable no those days I hear active politics no yes. Sports.
Okay.
To reminisce so I from the backer. Your strongholds, your dynamics say ekoba. especially to say Hobono East. The only seat are na etwatwa subebre and Kranza North for MPP.
Okay.
And Honorable Kwame Mpofuchume see a breaky the jeans at Kranza South. Non so kotwa so two. And as I say, Honorable Martina James Sakosa. I ate a chiman so. I man at MPP at was 3 or no I 2. Gradually we are building. Maybe I may catch a man for say side of the enclave. MPP is a growing concern. Because say Obi making the story of MPP in Bono East Achewa. It got to a time na all the party colors refia it me chase you out during the foundational levels of the 1992 coming. Me at this age,
yes,
I started in 96.
Oh, okay.
Again, I need posters, elbow flags, and those things. Now it was traditional leaders. Now you wanna not chami be or teach man you more. When you saw boy T and not chami so bonti. Who couldn't PP flag? He will invite you. I don't know this. I don't know Eba. Asante for I don't know the Biba.
Oh, Techima.
I'm telling you. And there are 3 men back on Efrimu. Back on this year electoral area coordinator, but very old. Now back on more or less every teaching man. I concentrate on the farms on the Kruma area. These 3 people now be here in free teaching man. Severally. No more invite them. To insult them, say mum free her. My father we about mum fan come krum. Yeah, naturally no. So being here politics that automatically we to me are drained by 70% to say only be din come no NDC till say we to me gradually. So the foundation of MDC no me to me actually say the design of their umbrella,
yes,
with that eagle on top. Mitchell said, "Nipo here no free teacher man." The late Kojo Mahama Adams.
Oh,
he was the secretary of the 31st December Women's Movement. In a little bit, deputy regional minister, MP for teacher man for one term, 96 to 2000. In fact, name's Honorable Bekapa. If he had not died, maybe he would have been their leader now. Yes,
tragically accident.
He died through accident. They came for NDC Lusu the year 2000. Now President Rawlings constituted National Council of Elders. Until now he has been made Bono Ahafo regional chairman. To about that meeting inauguration, Urban Suhum area.
I got their leader means Uncle bit my flag bearer.
I'm telling you,
of the NDC.
Yes, Kojo Mahama Adams. One day you just Google and find out. And say if I'm to tell you, say the leaders, is it by then the founding co-chairman of NDC, no free teacher man, the late AA Munufi.
Okay.
Okay. If I have to tell, Honorable Ofosu Ejari.
Yes.
Elizabeth. Ne papa. MP for teacher man North. Ebaya be the first Bronga Afro regional minister from 93. So I be later part works and housing minister. Or exist parliament or a deputy minority leader. 2001 to 2004. And because if I'm just trying to give you the pillars. It's not the people you could look up to those days. No BI NDC. The end me kai pass let me swapa. Na me say papa bi ba teach my friend on Professor Dubois. In fact, by a national the Dairy constituency chairman or late now. So I'm come now he was my father's friend. How now would you hear any paper so I sat on the floor in between his legs. Now let me tell Professor Dubois. And that was where I developed that spirit of MPP.
And that's 92 Asempa now, okay.
That is what I'm telling you. Me mother actually direct. Na nikunu na ye DC from 93 to 2000. I was teacher man. The me more or less na me residency, but I didn't like NDC. Omo baby bring meeting and I would leave and go and sit somewhere because I didn't. I didn't know wait to say. But from day one, no, I don't know if the colors or what. Na MPP I don't know me. But me wofi ho kra. Na bi mo enim me say MPP program me timi kobi no. Na wo tifia na wo so grofo ikwa wo kobi. I'm going to listen to them. That is the level we had
Generally, it's a difficult region for MP.
Difficult, and I can tell you, say, if not the persona,
he's talking about Bonsu.
Yes.
If not the persona of Honorable Martin James Sakosa, I'll tell you, say, would have been zero. Because even in the seat in Okrano, marginal, President Mama, the winning honor super.
And the more you may,
hold on, the make us say, mostly no. We are working, but the good news is say, up and coming youth,
yes,
are growing into the MPP. Do another 10 be I'll be drabble. Say youth are or Tna region,
yes,
yes. Say Nebia a fain or better than hono. Obi, I can tell you, say a bay about 49-51% of settlers and natives.
Okay.
49-51. And no crash still be no day to 50-50 cc. Nti
settlers also traditionally vote NDC.
One day me to studio say, is it 2004? Me already say no more Fred, the then deputy national organizer of NDC. Honorable Samuel, for example.
Yes.
No, beside said that Ben on be drew or motor no be drew your side. I mean, a bonafu. The young patem one that Ben also some of the macra seas on us. I mean, the seas were about 7. Techiman South, Techiman North. In Kranza was 1, so 3. Kentampo, the 2 no 1, 4. A Tebubu 5. True. There you Tebubu North 6 in a Sene. So 7 C's in our sides. I mean,
Nina NDC.
Nina. Na. You know what they say. Besides, all about that, I was saying. That's what they are macra. What they campaigner. You shut down for Hononia serious area. Locals now be to me a handle. After all, national leaders no be a tremuda than Okrebia Bawa. Yeah, we Tiodia. Mukachri locals and so Munya Botre. Yeah, baby, a hoid. And that is how they take it. And if you ask them, and this is be a bit no crash or just say or more than no more your calculations. One of the areas are more they come most strongholds. No,
Bono Iska. It is more the highest number of seats. Amonia, ever hoya 5. Oh, when you 5 seats.
2016, you 5. You a Tebubu. You Techiman North and South. You and Crown North and South.
And at 2020 at
2020 at 2.
And a car 3.
Even a so okay, more or less a 3. And you beji new one and Jada. Pro West Jalula.
Okay.
And you lose 3 from the 5.
Yes.
No, you lose 4 of the 5. And you only need 2 virgin seas.
And the car. And I'm moving out 3.
You been 3.
And as I say, Abeka 1.
And they say, Sir, virgin seas now you're journey for the first time. Kentampo South and Pro West. Asanko. But there are about 4 or 5 seats. MPP in Jada. Kentampo North, Sene East, Sene West, Pro East. These 4.
And the Munye
and the MPP. And Jada.
But we are growing. 2028 is 0. No.
But I can tell you, say, dynamics, election dynamics so much different. You know, say, 2016, you lose Sene, no, 2020, you lose Sene West by 16 votes. But this time around, we were so sure, say, Benya, but due to 2 internal issues, I call 460. But also,
but meaning it's still close.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 400 is
so far close. In the region, that is the closest area.
Okay.
Followed by Nkransa North. But I'll say Nkransa North, peace did very well. Because the strongest independent, not only known MPP, but all his team.
Known MPP for okay.
And more or less, some MPP leaders were behind. But the woman lost by...
And that's the woman be winning.
Oh, she lost by 668 votes.
Oh, okay.
668 votes.
Okay.
And I can tell you, say, Charles 5,000 votes, so they moved 3,500 with my
okay, I get you now.
Because that is the only stronghold of MPP in that region. Grandson North from Kwana, and until recently, division in that constituency. Now we're winning presidential constantly. And they're from 2004. until 2020. Now you lose presidential order, now you lose parliamentary order. But 2020, you starting your internal problems, and now 2 times you lose that. But we are putting measures in place.
That is it. Okay, wow. But how could UCC?
I was SRC president. Brace, my first time I made the Baha.
Yes.
Was somewhere 2012. Is it Honorable Kodio Ponkroma?
Yes.
Not the host to breakfast show.
Morning show or Joy.
Yeah, an interview as a former student. We were interviewing former students. Tina SRC editorial board. Colleague now, Kojo Brace was the chairman. And I was a member. He was the senior. But from there, I became the editor in level 300. Then 400 became SRC president.
In the one person I know say on no call radio show in Cape Coast. At the time no represent NDC. Now also represent NPP. But as president now OSR.
No, that was before. But no, before. You see, Obi, no. Media, you see, I was a sitting constituency secretary before I got to the university.
And you still won SRC president.
And I can tell you, said I make a payment in NDC. Me win and me PRO, no NDC, but it became MPP. I worked with a lot. That is how I am. And the Oba, say CA Ukraine. Jubilee.
Yes.
Shamima.
Yes.
Shamima, I am a LLB mate. Now, yeah, be deputy crack. I was the course rep. And she was my deputy.
Deputy course rep.
Yeah, Shamima Muslim. And Henry Hebet Mam.
Yeah, Henry Hebet.
We were all in one class. Mount Crest.
Yeah. In the Eric Uzi Arthur.
I know him. I know him. Be age in the home. And Odeshe, me political life be mistake.
Yes.
At this age, I've served this party for 26 years. Officially, radio. I've been on radio for about 18 years. But I just entire mankind.
And I don't know, because people think you're a very good communicator. And Eric is asking, say, why did the party not make you a frontline communicator for them? I don't know.
It's not like that. It's about sponsorship. You see, I resigned from bank to become the secretary with the hope, say, na minya appointment. And throughout. And as I'm telling you, say, my sad story no home. So I got appointment 5 days to elections. And it was to take effect 2nd January.
Elections, now
2024. I was appointed deputy gate fund administrator.
Charlie.
5 days to elections.
Obinanka maybe cat David sad story. You know. Unfortunately, David on Miaminia and is one of the nice guys. Minimum or MPP. Unfortunately, Jumade and the service were rendered to MPP in Ano. Edidija Abamu. As the CIA, the sad aspect in the mobile position, and they pick the pieces. It's the other thing.
They also about front
line. But when the party was in power, he was at the back bench.
I believe in something.
Because I think you speak well. You see, you have been a national communicator.
I believe in God's will.
Sure. No, I think he's good.
Edem Agbana.
Yes, Edem.
Edem is my friend. Me SRC president for University of Cape Coast. Na Edem here SRC president for Legon. Na my friend the back Kafu. You say MDC Makafu. No, they work KNUST. 2014. That Dumson was so serious. And the government introduced this utility bills for tertiary students. I picked up lonely national baby. In fact, one council member. Now he's strong and he's one of their big leaders. Bonidia, you know. No, a council member.
That time now, MPP anymore.
He came to me.
I remember because
I became secretary. Because I was secretary in 99.
Yeah, 99.
But my Kasama party from 2003. Until I mentioned, say, even university.
I may want to work appointment as not just say 8 years and I'm more power in a way in your appointment.
Never.
About second December.
5 days. 5 days to election.
5 days to election. 2nd January.
But you know, that's what I'm telling you. Sir. Me one thing I believe in is say nyame amakwanya insi. And I've had a lot of challenges in this appointment thing. I was to be appointed the staffer
at the presidency.
At the presidency. Somebody went, destroyed it.
And
later on, the last one no buy no. Nipa na oye ho adwuma jubilee. Panyini pa o ka kire me say, "Ma mo bia ante." Because this is the 5th appointment we are preparing for. 4th. Nyina ya betiem. Nti hwani. Na ma mo bia. And truly, I did not tell anybody until the appointment letter came. 5 days to elections.
Oh, Charlie.
2nd December.
Charlie. For 8 years, not even a regional position, not more regional director.
We compare just health insurance, MNE last minute. We don't know
but for the 8 years, you were regional secretary for 8 years.
I've been regional secretary for 6. You know, my region is new. 7 years now. 7 years now. But I constituency secretary for 2 terms. Straight. So from constituency to this time now, no, me fancy the last 15 years.
Why a secretary?
Me a secretary. But before that, no, now make us says on radio there, me 19th year ni. And me started radio. Na kwabena omahene.
Yeah.
No,
classic.
No, teacher man. Nipa odi mi read radio first. Currently original breakfast shows.
Pato, yes.
Pato ne sporto me at a program. I was MCing MPP program. Area no from up in back from us. Now why I said it seems a communication, but young guy imra bet me. So I started with English programs. Kwaku introduce to back page program, you know, in Wednesday evenings.
Okay.
Tihona me ko start here.
Yeah.
So I'm required I'm in training college. And
so what for training college?
I was just as president at West School. Wesley College. If I became Ashanti and bring out for training colleges president.
Virginia, I don't know.
Oh, sir, West School.
Abochi Sumpa. Prof. Abochi.
Yeah, Abochi.
We are like this. Abochi, we are West School. Miss on the way. Abochi means senior brothers.
Abochi and me mate.
Yeah.
And Abochi
West School.
West School. And Abochi, many a certain partner. In fact, 97. Obiacho. All trading colleges in Ghana, your games are good medal. Me medal
now you're doing.
Me set and a butcher lead striker.
As
national
volleyball.
Volleyball. National when you at local.
Oh, that's all volleyball.
My boy folk medals near there. Any football, you know. I say Gusa, my boy. I was into sports.
But what is that? There is one thing so about the Bono regions. When communicators come from there, they are normally very
about
good.
Support. Me come someone.
Very good.
Me be drag raha. Me problem your accommodation.
Yeah.
This year you can say from the studio, me ba National Council. Me si manager. I be dranopa. My program away. Anytime we close, I'm going back. From the studio, I'm going back to Techman now.
Oh, but that's not fair. Na say party, you know. Partner ni arrangement for Mosano as regional secretary.
No. You back council there, back council opa baby or befa no afa.
No, but when I say maybe I don't think so now when you were in power now one time mark.
That is it. Because accommodation was my problem.
That's
but
very disappointing.
Make a remark be said.
For free communicators no mobile. Then we share honorable Eric Opoku.
Yeah.
Me share Sami Jemfi. Me share Eric J. Me share Wankasa. Me share Wo.
Eric is a friend. Sammy.
Yes.
Kwame Temko host to many Sammy or Moon. No Moon.
FM. Ansana.
They was here. The number is possible.
Space FM.
Space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kwame Temko host to many Sammy or host. I mean, Sammy Krama.
Is it something? Then Eban is honorable.
Obi the woman say a whole bedroom crying check.
You go through the mail.
Now, let me tell you, but two kind of story. I know the competition, they are very keen. me kai say Doma FM
Yeah.
map 2 appointment into that time no drive by talk show I no why share juma say first day said your time Ekosiisen time ho ade akyen na okoye adwuma oduru ho a manager no say kwaku had enye sa ne beyo no say ne wa yo bi a jai ne bi nso nyobi eti one show nipa be 3-4 obia to here eti you need to live up to expectation. It is a nyankopon ya adom na unya akwanya ba. Look at my younger brother Sadiq Adam Obama.
Yes, Sadiq, yes.
Sunyani Technical University radio station on him say
campus
I was the head of public affairs of Sunyani Technical University for and me managing radio station Obama mu nyina before station ho and when he came to Accra
solid.
I mean, Waji swag national award
solid guy, solid guy.
That is the secret.
Listen,
Obi.
Pato. Kwaku.
Yes.
Mami Akrama.
Yes.
O my hene Pato ya Akrama were all at classic.
What was it? ABY Munyina.
Yeah, ABY so far classic. Yeah.
Team now or even Kwame Tanko Kumasi.
The award Lawson's
okay. On the BC Pato anai. Pato free classic breakfast show. Kwame Tanko ni take you over. On my Pato recommending.
Kept Kosunzo move through home bounce or a home.
No, but I mean, I was not looking at radio talent. I mean, radio talent.
Okay.
Because political party communicators.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, because radio talent there. I can also argue, say, Takrade has given
a lot.
Some of our best, broadcasters in Ghana. But in terms of political party communications, I think Bono and a half for guys, are solid. You're more about from General himself, Kopoku. I think you've had some really good communicators, coming through the ranks. And the Danyamia say, see, I know what Bannon.
Obi what about you? Menim say owia MVP for paying for the be frame. Obi kura betumi aye 1 or 2 But Obi talking about Eric Opoku.
Yes.
Weekend oya de bi Kumase.
Okay.
Oko Asante Mantemu. Na a Greek policies ahodo no ankasa afa ato no so say oye town hall meetings, engagements. I was part of the team. In fact, they call you Tunfu ho, you call Manshia, Koje Blessing. Now, you share stakeholders or Meklen. No, my tier honorable Kupuku at but it was super exceptional.
We do know.
Policies or dear politics,
no in
policy, exactly. Policies are
stay with policy.
If you are Obi, and Yadiketu, and Yamanwa say your first quarter, Unim's Ghana economy grew by 5.5%.
Yes, 5.4.
But your credit agri sector that grew by 6.5%. Say the rebound of agri sector and the main driver for the economic growth. Honorable Kopoku certainly is doing something special. Obi and Noma or dear Gua Kwemu. Can you believe, say, ministry now support prisons? Mamuza campaign what wage said the necessary. You spend this Sikako to Adriana prisoners. Abra sentence be in hard labor. It is say prison service.
Yes.
100 acres or much as here with the support of the Greek ministry. Institutional policy or diaba. Somebody has been appointed. Gordon Subonten, former MC Doma Central, or he is in charge of Feed Ghana, institutional aspect.
Yes.
And say secondary schools, universities,
so Kasombe school farms
there. Fee National Farmers Day. There is going to be award for the best secondary school, best training college, best university. Government is supporting them. So imagine a secondary school, obi formal school here.
St. John's School.
St. John's na omo poultry farm na mo wa na ntwie wo ho na enkwara na aduane kusua chicken na ntwie ni ade You can imagine. A bit save government a lot of money. A bit improving also or more nutritional requirements. So policies where you are there, Koso, Ghana, you spend over $400 million importing poultry in a year. In fact, Obi, could you believe, say, Oba Africa ha country a we nkoko pa Ghana one of the top 3. Ghana per capita consumption 14 kilos per person on the average a year. Nigeria chicken at just 3%, 3 kilos per person per year. And unfortunately, your chicken a year winning also the produce of Ghana higher less than 10%. In fact, as of 2022 official records, you produce just 5% of the chicken we consume in this country. And to me and Yahoo BBR, we are bound to fail. And until President Muhammad has been taken to different levels. They say government air supply 80,000 chicken to about 20 different poultry industries. We can generate over 4 million through that. Apart from Kukonketen households, we munye policies are.
Ebetimi aboa ona me patro ma mesima mienu unsena ye ka yenua David Eka National Council meeting na Ekoso yatese some decisions have been made from what we are gathering no early presidential primaries is looking certain to be held in December 2025. Na a National Council for Kokodwen ho and they identity what have they agreed on?
They agreed no they say it should be maybe by ending of this year.
By ending of this
most end of first quarter.
Yes.
Next year.
Next year.
That's the agreement we have.
Very had. Well. It my name reporter eni nkomo Kofi Akowua Chum ewo ahomane so Akowua ete saying
Obi nyame adom bi aboko.
Aha, nti then na obetima ka try decisions ben and a National Council la take.
Obi ma me na se edi kan me yemfa ntu just say National Council meeting no afei na omo wrap up entibia meeting no ebe wie na said the edi kan dia to January no who say na proposals are omo na omo consider and in the Frank Davis committee report no maybe ne say party no ebe ko early congress. Na early congress and then say umbedi kan up to presidential primary no and some umwa beto executive election no ankasa jene omu edeba neck and National Council meeting nim ama neck e the report no egbo eche e the National Council and tia enya ne say obi 6 December 2025 and a party no proposing say umbeto presidential primary no say ne be ya omotu wi na the following year no Matuaba, national executives now start free polling station at the Ababisi at the national level. And to give me a case say National Council meeting, Omo Aka Adia to Mr. 6 December 2025 and Omo Tuaba presidential candidate. As we say, Omo super delegate and just a report to be by say super delegate election, umbedi a year free when I say and umunam 10 crown one half in the year for 12 by Aswaneso. 5 or not bina ya can nipa 5 mu makwa kwina ya ntia say that report no and also eguso a omo consider say umbe year free ho and also be maintaining the tie na and no dey obi nya NC sudia general secretary me did say omo wi some of the decisions omo making no on central for be kasa no dey atu ga nem nya ntia say 6 December no dey emfanim for agia to even say maintain ho asa kakra e ba meeting na say from no ka ho bi na adragi meeting na kwa take kakra but finally no let me say omo atiasie as December omo ebekwa akoto na obi say decision we no a proposal say omo ba beko national delegate conference no baso 19th July 2025 University of Ghana Legon Sports Stadium and sa ho no e no mbakwa consider sa proposals ni nyina na omo approve we are and some no atumi abeye adwuma yan say some amendments in the party's constitution so has been made in the titri omo ABA electoral college in nyina is on the table omo propose omo de beko conference on the 19th July 2025. Indeed, and no any latest advertisement said the medical general secretary after the meeting no NJBA or be address the press no na the train will be actually no obi the better actually is meeting
do we know and mamen kamu amuti say oba YouTube live stream na we hu party mpanyifo as they came for the meeting. Minority leader and Orem earlier hu a chairman of the Council of Elders Hackman Oswajima who John Bwedu and mpanyifo na bibria na eba meeting no ene anopay akwa yenim be waka say the date for the presidential primary 6th December no fixed, but delegate beto saaba no yenim so mo polling station executives ene ade omo beto saaba no foforo enya new delegate and son o to presidential primaries na say delegate wo CCA ene be kwa akoto no information men wa peke we no
obi yenya information bia as to that say na make no it is true say it is on the table say ombe be electoral college na no so maybe mo so mbeto executives ne dia obi hu say no e be start free polling station level na e dia ba the national level no mo for me the electoral college no mo nyina aka hu bi any other people a maybe mo so mba be ka hu no because say mbeto presidential primaries no ansa na sa elections ni nyina aba enya sankofo no nti likely say the current album na the current ankasa no but me say omu biemu na say omu area bigidi say no ever apply in the next delegate election and as executive election no any parliamentary primaries no because say presidential primaries in the omo to the first no enka no e betimi aka say sa delegates who say no and omo dem kwa kwato saaba no once omo to presidential primaries ni before say any other election bia will come up in there. They have no choice. The current album now and on maintain. But then medical they are to Jano. General Secretary Edin Temuni and Abeba right after the meeting. I met with their one
very well. Ako me na say bibi ani e be san ba be kasa bi why?
Obi me say that.
Yeah, that's a pa nyame shraw. That's the latest from the NPP's National Council meeting Ekoso enne. In fact, omuguswa omo eye. Ye trained the General Secretary the baba we snippet ye reporter and sa aka what a certain though the date for the presidential primaries no this year the 6th of December 2025. The any certain CCR and say why am I forming the electoral college to vote in that election? Yeah. Will it be the current party delegate across the country, albeit with a little tweak here and there? Because maybe I suggest to say, okay, so current ones, can we add former constituency executive, former regional executive, and now say then the general secretary will bring all of that. Yes.
They have brought about 25 different amendments.
Okay.
Me sorry dear na enonom de nyina no omode amaye.
Okay.
What we're debating na yagiatum officially as see the mefiri we na menu omosinipo. The date for the flag bearership
elections no.
Because na you accept to say e be early congress. Okay. But as to which specific date.
Okay.
Until Bimo must say up to the ending of this year. But actually end of first quarter next year. Now we are first quarter next year. It's fixed date.
6th December.
The delegates no. There will be expansion.
Okay.
But not as major as people were expecting.
Okay.
And we will do it before the flag bearership.
Mobile expansion before the flag bearership. But munye polling station elections.
Other elections. No? Because what will happen is let's say you change the electoral area structure. You're not secretary or whatever. But nina no. Ni entra obi means including even general secretary Babontia. And they say nina ye amendment proposals.
Sure.
National Council any who to me say amendment in the constitution.
Okay.
A conference.
Yes.
And no you be call next month.
July.
Yes. These are proposals where Constitutional Management Committee, Frank Davis Committee,
yes,
abe present here my agree as council.
Okay.
Say ye pay. ti yɛmfa nko hyia conference
so almost so
the conference gitumu dia na nka betumi aka ajo say ne woke bobo so yi nyina
ebe adwuma
have been facted.
Okay.
To say former MDCs,
yes,
former ministers, former MPs.
Yes.
Omunyina have been facted to vote in presidential and parliamentary.
Okay.
Yeah, well, BT say former MDC afafri 2000.
Okay.
Former MPs afafri 96.
Okay.
Ti omo e call 96 me fa ne say off head metimi abo Dr. Kofi Konodo Apreku ho. Dr. Richard Anane ho, Nanado ho, Dr. Adukufo ho, Iraje da komo nyina ho. Now automatically
they are
all going to be delegates for the presidential and parliamentaries in their constituencies.
Okay.
Former MDCs from 2001 near TRCBia will be facted in the constituency.
And no more data, no?
And I mean, until data no be limited expansion. In fact, the proposal no a 4-year proposal.
Okay.
Towards Omov.
Asempa
1 man,
FM.
1 vote.
Okay.
Until Nina committee no day whole recommendations. We should form a committee to work towards getting 1 man, 1 vote. But we have to have a good biometric data of our members. This year the limited expansion. Polling station will change from coordinator to polling station executive.
Okay.
Of 5 people. Say conference accept here.
Okay.
We need who to mean
electoral area.
Electoral area coordinator.
Electoral area
electoral area. This is a electoral area 5-member executive.
Okay.
Headed by the coordinator.
But that has to be voted for.
They will be voted for.
But no would be after the presidential primary.
That is it.
Okay.
You say, there is a big wisdom. And 1 year, he proposed him. The tension I will party no CCA a flag bearer. And yeah, about me secretary amepre ana obi constituency youth organizer bi. But ubeti say de BSc baby. Na ya ada say flag bearer bi. HTD bi. Any obi so HTD bi ena eko. To ye pese ye enu no free ho. Ena woni mo bi say ya nya smart.
No so na bi mo say top down approach.
That is
and
it.
Bottom up. Bottom up meaning say yen shall see to abano from polling station electoral area near Bayu. The moya no, you know, must see trust.
Yes. Top down approach because say ye ni sa ebe man down no nyina aye smooth because say obi ma yen ka say ye koto constituency and sana ya to flag bearer. Every flag bearer want to field his candidate.
Yeah, that's true.
For chairman, for secretary, detention, beba, we ni penny. But say ye flag bearer we. We koto na ye 1 flag bearer. The other people are not contesting flag bearership. The interest in say party no be gina. This say say be you obi and obi obetimi aye adwuma no. But me nyɛ so be head sponsor obi say me obi no akodi bone.
But the other way so will say okay, the current delegates who would form the electoral college for December 6th a delegate or free the last polling station elections and a buy. It is our last polling station elections no say be ami prebi. And at this remains a pre flag bearer and a mitiminya am call for shame that time. Say what my advantage.
So I don't know. Ya nshade anko bisa obi adwuma we no. It makes it fair.
Okay.
And obi one thing they say. Polling station executives ye kasa CCA you know. Omo time nyanso ye.
Yeah, that's true. And also another.
You
cannot say.
You catch obi say chira yen to polling station aba. Umra chere say who in the polling station officer in 4 years.
Yeah,
if you 9.
That's true.
If you 9 nyen but National Council will who to me say yes date better flag bearer and on your conference.
No, I think that's true.
The National Council decided say yento flag bearer December 6. The December 6 obia ukura party the bra ultimate to about to be.
Because executives need time and sorry. I think that's a strong argument. That's a strong argument.
In fact, ye nyina no. Nti asia ye pese party manya maye ne say ye pese ye madede no sutwantem. Because they say it seems like every occasion bia ebeba bia aspirants be kwa kushia obi asemba nti yenyim free ho na yemfa united front enya strong executives 2.5 years as a party. At least whoever will emerge as flag bearer no can use even 2026 to unite the party.
Yeah.
Then 2027 2028 full campaign. This is a strategy. But be a nimbi. Now we nim this nsem na akoswa ansa na yedru sa na wo betumi aka na ope. But we will give you that your own advantage. Wo betumi aka na ope. Wonte yase. Yen yete yen ho ase. Yenim na fortunately na ye ka say about 4 would-be flag bearer aspirants are in the meeting.
Yeah.
But maybe this to her now the honorable Aduchumo Kasano. I was surprised because maybe I don't know be me kakra. Sorry, and I can say honorable Brian.
Yeah, I've seen me Brian videos me who
Doctor
me who Kwabene Japan.
And you know say Kobna make strong proposals to be.
Yeah, who interview
and I can tell you say
almost all his proposals have been accepted. Yeah.
And the good thing a woman say the team Constitutional Management Committee I also receive over 300 proposals. But omo ankasa so every city former President Kufuor, former President Nanado, they visited Professor Michael Koi, who had made some recommendations. Oh, and they report to them.
Okay.
They saw full details of it.
Okay.
All the prospective flag bearer aspirants. Asia. They are the Honorable Bacheja Akon, Kwabene Japan, Honorable Ken, Honorable Brian, Honorable Aduchum, Joe Gatti, Dr. Baumia.
MPP no your category be a one from prospective.
So
what's your interest?
No, but mum maybe more
show interest.
It's officially you may show. But party no cannot recognize say group way.
No, what could be? And I will be
prospective.
You
consult. You getting my point?
What they told us, they say no.
Party no as an official party structure.
Omo dey come statement no say. No, omo dey come statement no say. Safo no nyina the proposals ebreo. And they stated and said they had interest.
In who becomes flag bearer?
No, in becoming the flag bearer.
But my party, you not allow that at this stage.
It's not about allowing.
In presenting your memo
or presenting memo, there's the time. What do you mean trying to this amreno?
No, presenting a memo.
No, this is the time. Yama time say.
No, but student.
Unimo say nay. Obi kasa wo brekum. Na e bobo 2028 possible parliamentary candidate. No bo no aboko abana kire say minim say. Obe prayer. Why be
Obi candia no but menya sure say
because you are the sitting MP. Meboa. And obi a wono so akobi pain. Dabi obi akobi pain.
No more akobi pain no so.
And I make say o wan show interest.
In what form and shape?
A champion has issued a statement say was set a committee.
More rounds.
No,
but no, so we don't have to play the ostrich. Obi on flag bearer. So it's no.
It's no. You want to tell me say when him say you be for Kumasi, Honorable made it emphatic. Say you.
What was that DB brepa?
Membre
o na o bre.
I didn't make sure
situation. No sir.
My mintie studio.
Ubusa no. Bottom.
Yeah. Bottom up.
As say, mo si ade no. Ti ase no. Implications e wo ho yi bebre. Implications bebre. In NDC, the mesre 34 party leadership and ye grassroots nyina ne se mayemfa se ye wie notwithstanding the ekoso wo MPP mu nyina no because obi na anu ya in 2016 and na MPP wo 169 MPs na ye wo 106
yes
in 2020 ebe ye 137 and at 2024 they say yakwa 187 or 88 bibia betumi happen ya wie there. In fact in 2017 menu ya sticker
yes
Asia platform so emaneka say
Asempa
NDC beba power pa just 32 years echi. He was very emphatic in 2017 enti uye NDC nia mesre men kasasa focus and let us do the work. Ye adwumaden a ene be kire sa mre ya dollar aba from petrol ni no ma ye continue along that path. Na obi say 2028 dollar na ambabiem kura na ye stabilize no say 10 11 12 day gina ho fuel ya stabilize economy no grow ne ade a ene betumi ama ya tumi anwen na mom enye ya no na ye beka say omomma biem na no de ye mfanto. Having said that, challenger mu be face ewo de mu ye ho eni say obi what that means ne say delegates eba beto aba ayi nipa oni party na nim no enye sa nipa no na ebe ye campaign the party na ko into general election. So delegates ye Yewura Mahmood Bawumia man ye flag bearer no.
Yes.
Sa delegates na ebe yi another flag bearer and sana
with few additions,
few tweaks here and there. And sana omo elections from branch constituency regional and national. And there is no guarantee says any pan be maintain your positions. So would say highly problematic. And the executives new executives say 2026 2027 the flag bearer may not be their choice. And let me tell you this, the air kosunu nyina no well orchestrated to protect the current executives of Moti Ekonyasu, because obi enim say MPP air election and ne branch constituency regional national there will be tsunami. About 80-90% will go. Enti where a protectionist approach national executives yenti se say omuko yi flag bearer wie na flag bearer na ba no work in tandem with the national executives. What it means in say their positions can be protected because they know there is anger. It is a year national executives am I the one by you scratch my back, I scratch your back. They say whoever will emerge a national executives no council of elders decision earlier the waba and the waba there they say you am flag bearer no. Are you going to do away with these executives or more to abade waba say yen for new set of people emrana? So first and foremost a protectionist strategy national executives and everybody knows say we MPP executive at the regional to say me region abronye and the election koswa is in danger. In fact, he is an endangered species. Likelihood.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, national national executives you know obi you take you from near there. Then the way your strategy different election to get the flag bearer. They do their bidding to get flag bearer or more pay. So once they get, then the flag bearer now, who is the leader of the party for them in opposition, will now have all the resources and everything at his disposal to also protect Ninkrofo at the constituency, at the regional, and at the national. And that is certainly going to be very, very chaotic. In the coming days, Ubehunu, the Ebekoso, party in terms of exactly there are good fierce resistance,
but the counter to the resistance said your kind say the current executives omutenwa ensoin.
Exactly.
So how can you tell them say better presidential?
No, but they can go to conference. They can go to conference and amend and entrench and amend that situation. Say what time no so yeah
but him say our laws don't take retroactive effect.
No, they don't
even if you amend it cannot affect.
But when you go and agree, in fact in NDC there were times ebia executives be times so but time na do you to make us a yenko conference na more extended 6 months a year san to so over time na so. So in the same way I think there should be a provision to abridge.
So what mean vary will be way to his detriment.
So what is the point of going for the flag bearership race now? When you are own in the wisdom of my constitution, no meaning say motto branches, constituency, regional and national we are 4 years will come within the 2 years to next election.
Yes.
Opposition, you elect your flag bearer.
2 years to the election.
Yes. Now you want to do it 3 years.
Yes.
And that is also another challenge, but that you find it convenient. Say national executives that power.
Yes.
Because you are relying on a clause to say, it's at least 2 years. So at least 2 years, they think they can do it within 3 years.
Of course, that is what it is, really.
Let me tell you, presidential slot, so I can tell you, say about 70% are interested in early elections. You know why?
Of the executives.
No, of
the flag
perspective winner, and for obvious reasons. One, to cut cost, because the moment they say we a prospective flag bearer from an age now started work out, the longer it takes,
the more you spend.
Two, say you to abandon the flag bearer, it means you now control the party.
Yeah.
So in terms of resources, in terms of everything, you will drive and vision, no direction, and a better and everybody wants that. So for them, they want it that way. And national executives, Munim say, elections, they also want it. That is why I said this is a protectionist approach. And that is the reason for decision now. We're taking. I'm really to see. For me, I'm not so much interested in what happens over there. The interest is on what lessons we take, because cause our situation numbi in 2016 and we have bounced back. And we should not underrate MPP say they can never bounce back. Whether say or mobile bounce back or not depends on the work we do.
Yes.
For now, the goodwill is there. Ghanaians are happy on the trajectory. If we keep and improving upon what we're doing, and Obi, idea when you are in power, arrogance of power. And who change be apa yempuntu juma nyina. Na one far home brasi any nidie and soma manfoa. Very dangerous. That is why party betumi agina, especially UDCs, the MCs, the mayors, MDCs, our ground, or members of parliament, or appointees. They are posturing out there. Their utterances very, very important. And in Ghana, we know, say, the Obi so sobriety in whatever you do, you to me bray say, now you sum along. And even when you have to take hard decisions, we are with a humbrasim explaining engage to say when CDA become winning idea. If you explain the situation, appeal to Ghanaians, say this is where we find ourselves and we are on the crossroad. Either the system collapses under our watch, and now say yensre Ghana for. We know say all the dollar, but even when CD $1, now the two bar still you have people go toward the idea. There should be engagement. You should show humility. It might not be money to you, but it might be money to some of us. Entities are buying a juma. I'm a petrol, a ton of 70 cities, they are about 50. Na situation a woman, man for say, 5 cities in Kahon, na into but this government being very sensitive to the plight of the people. To say, knife na nkaya implementation ama 16th so my initial date was 9th.
Okay.
And I call 16th. Say Yasanya hold on. You know, you have to look at the global trend. Iran and that is the government that is sensitive to the plight, because your M-Pesa introduction will shoot the price higher again. But
the suspension was not because of the reaction from Ghanaians. The suspension really because of what is happening in Israel and Iran.
Oh no, Israel.
A shooting global oil price.
No, Obi, from 9th to 16th was as a result of yes, and that had nothing to do with Israel and Iran. Probably, and this one. What I'm saying is,
yes,
this government is very sensitive to the feelings, aspirations of Ghanaians. The Ghana for can be situation no and of course President Mahama kan say introduction of this way a last resort of all the options on the table about 5 on the table na the ye ho hwea akwa do say this should come and even in the face of tight corner ye wom nyina no we are still gauging the feelings and prices out there and I'm very confident Obi by next week the next window 3 years they say what's the price in a world market and starting issue to that is what we are monitoring but all in all we came to meet 70 cedis per gallon and now it's little over 50 cedis per gallon and even with this we will still be better off 80 yen sir na said the makano
Mate
more the situation no
crisis situation yes
okay David before flag bearership election December season
yes
there will be about 50% increment in our delegates
okay
the delegates say CI about 200,000
former MPs
they almost about 100,000 polling station they are about 86,000 and everybody back home.
That's old polling station executives. What you say?
Polling stations numbers are they back home.
Okay, you are increasing the polling station
numbers. We are increasing the polling station number 2.
Okay.
You increasing from what to what?
From 5 to 7.
Oh, now that's still like 8 or 9.
Okay, it will be through what?
Through what? Is it appointment or what?
No. I know we can say.
Okay.
I will say yeah for election no. A national council to me baby a payment say to me a fix the election date.
Yes.
Niakaye conference
sure.
The conference so and the bema timetable for the elections. But yeah peg a flag bearer say bottom apple say up bottom when be as flag bearer no should be December 6.
Yes.
This conference be to me my good timetable. All the rest from August to December no problem.
Nanya no so na say more time and so.
No, what you mention say conference. National Council ni to me.
Yeah.
Conference is the highest decision making
body.
The conference is the only body in the party. Obetimi take such a hard decision.
Okay, and the conference can decide say omo in time and so in there. By sign to
polling station August.
Yeah. That's what he's saying.
If conference they agree.
Okay.
Unto me because conference in the every constituency officer, every regional officer.
So another in China. 2-2 no say man koye fresh elections there 2-2 no. Obi was asking a very legitimate question. How are you going to get
the time I was leaving the room no. Not that basic one no they will come.
Okay.
The 2-2.
The basic one no part no basic executive body a polling station.
So the 5 will be there but you say you add 2.
So now police station is going to be 7 officers.
So the instrument in a bit from 5
conference will decide say be August.
Now you run
the polling station
elections
because polling station no end in December.
Our ten one end in
December we are. To cutting it by 4 months you can do it.
Okay.
And now electoral area will now leave 1 coordinator no. 5 executive structure.
Okay.
So the electoral area no they about 26,000 the additional 2 we have about 6,200 electoral areas in Ghana times 5.
Okay.
By your 1 dada they become times 4.
Sure.
And they become and sana polling stations no be free 5 to 7. Now all former ministers, all former party officers.
Yeah.
Out here from 92.
From where? From which level?
Former branch executive.
No, from constituency officer.
Okay.
Regional. To every constituency, Obi the MPP constituency officer out here Sibiara. No matter the date and the age. Obetimi be delegate. And we known, a defined.
Yeah, that data is there.
Data no known. The only thing I say it keeps reducing. Rather than to be increasing that.
Yeah.
Until all these things define no ye na ye paper ne say ye delegates no ebe kosro kakra they say no ye be 100,000 and over ebe ka the 200,000 I ho no and san ye dey
obi na person delegates kosra ye na amusua ye no ye every branch you were 9 executives. More every branch, more 5.
Yes.
Now we increase because 7.
Now electoral area coordinator, more executives.
Your friend ward coordinators.
From branch to ward.
So group of branches constitute ward until your ward coordinator.
Your ward coordinator and your one pay.
What your ward coordinator no now coordinator and secretary. Coordinator and youth organizer, coordinator and woman organizer. Okay.
Okay. I know that's what they also want to
say. Yeah, can.
7. No, you are still
below Momo.
Now we are the more standard. Say you say to NDC for.
About say in the election of your leaders.
Yeah. And I'm the say per the proposal no. We have a 4-year
communication directors mo beto abade. Obi, do you know say
this is the proposal now.
Omutumi yi executives wie da yakase party no communication director ye ntoaba obi
appointed 7. Say no communicate. I don't know why I say original communication.
Appointment near 7.
7 officers.
The key position like communication.
No, now first
but you think it should be voted for?
Oh yes,
yeah, introduce communication director after 2010.
If Odeko vote now, sometimes you don't get the right person.
Even still, Obi, yeah, Timmy Achewama, we've been convinced to say,
Obi,
yeah, Bano, Obi, more proposal, and they say every position should be elected, but all appointed positions have been retained.
Oh, you are going to retain?
Still appoint.
Okay.
Obi,
but just
Obi, the argument is Obi, arguments or two are winning the best. For instance. Who you constituency communication director, ye free constituency.
Yes.
Enti nipa afoso your potential to become communication officer, even if or no amase or baba begina. Why so obi pronto say come and stand for people? Because when people don't vote for you, you don't have the legitimacy of the people. Oh yes, say executives obi ye 9 no branch no ye 7 Swaba front line no. Now 7 now she appointed 2 about the count.
Yes.
The basis for that 2 no say every branch ye pay bia ya to
abana we ntwem mate say your reporter ne dey about update say National Council approval rather 31st January 2026 as presidential primaries election day. The 6th December date no faced serious contention in the room. And I think eventually they agreed on 31st January 2026. General Secretary is about to address the press. Obama update now.
I was saying okay no. Yeah. They gave strong reasons. Enunti. I was say your appointment. Your areas be your minority tribes. You need all of them. Obibe to me, my supervise the polling station election be. Teachman Fountain JHS. Sisala for those who hopa. Na guy back who come mobilize. Sisala for more better bank polling station no more 132. Every chairman, secretary, organizer, Obienya 132. Sisala. Say me gina position as secretary catch almost say Sisala ni be nyina bio. So that youth organizer and woman organizer no. Try for binya. This say my news is na enimra bia mu. There's a me vito ho omo nimu mra no. So omo nim no be challenge me a. Nka youth organizer, woman organizer still on be. So let's imagine say what constituency be. Na delegates no yet dominated by a group.
Yes.
All the positions will go to that group.
Dave, my mama Asempa. Dave, you are the same situation. Okoye constituency. Out of 29, you're to about for 24. Now you're just 5 for no constituency for on the first meeting. Then they look at it. Executives, no, and no, so yempe or ba meka home. This group of people, any represented here, appointed to be a meka home. Obi here say a predominantly farming area. Here obi a far or ye farming association leader be a meka home. A juma tida or more appointment 5 abekam, but enye so they are part of the constituency executives, but enye official portfolio say yenya be a secretary into a we are appoint you be a secretary. So after you've elected your officers, you can still appoint to augment the executive.
Increase the number.
Yeah, so that you look at those dynamics.
But yeah, number na ye DSC. Sisi aye ka say. constituency officers is 17. Per the proposals abano ebeko 21.
Yes, you are 29.
Yeah, mono diano na ye standard.
Obi. Okay.
Yeah,
branch. Yeah, compare with the 29.
Obi, yeah, operate this system for about 20 years. Aboye. This time you lose the election. You perceive the konenim. And yes, straightforward say over one. Machan say we have a 4-year proposal. Say you work it to make it 1 man, 1 vote. Every party member. If we reach there, the number of executives may not be even needed. Said Bibribesa. This year, imagine say whole community. Now every NDC member will opportunity say elect you as parliamentary candidate. The person feels obliged. Say SSA Obuawo campaign. Because we can only you. The ultimate goal say by 2028 every MPP known member SSA Otwaba a parliamentary candidate Etwaba a flag bearer. But towards that let's do it this way because say the major elections said the enemy won before that. The yes obesani bebre no akokaso ye pese yes sanunti. Send the be ye ni be the actual proposal party baby everywhere, which is 1 man, 1 vote.
But David, interesting times.
Yeah.
Obi, let's be very honest here. Say branch executive say na party no maintain your modi akotoaba. Constituency executive say na omo maintain. Regional for omo na wo ho. National for the wo ho a. The intina was say ba omiade ono ye wo ho a enye.
It's not psychological.
No, Obi, the
psychological without play on the mind of
proposals. Proposals happen. Oman kase bia assume si we di ni. Omso mushia all the flag bearer would be contestants. Obia is in for early congress. Obia. Nti Obia ono kano flag bearer bi ono pe early congress no wan minister bia ba umienti ono ani hunti what the kind kura ma basic reason say sikasem because obia here bi say ya obefre wo then the same person befre wo obefre obi obefre me ndu wo ho a obetimi akoto obi wo obi office ufiri wa obeko obi for office no san wo to cut all those things no ye pese ye conference because him what they uhunu ni na wo keka one city ni goodwill that be am say opa ko goodwill
position was very clear. I haven't said am I part of
but still me try say trust one important thing political leadership papa we die ni enim so obey say ba wabu yabam I always say the only time an elected president over 100% support the morning of your swearing in. After swearing in the speech, I'll be man grounds. Dressing I would be call. We be lose supporter. Appointments I'll be. You don't think say votes munya na anu no nyira da so gu ho atwam. Obia is so disappointed because he never thought to say mama will ever come say obey taxa me mama antua bi da me nana antua bi da afiri ho no the taxa ma da kora mitua aba
obi David refi say obi nso ho a wanto aba ma president Mahama but o hwe ba bia dollar ba no baske say ma ye me ho enti both sides don't take it it is true say Obi
come on I'm sure they bra honorable yo
yes
we are talking about the you are now running away certificate of agency amode ko pass 1 cedi anadu Ghana for ada certificate na the agency amampanyini de assenti ye ye benya asambra
Obi can form am ponu tie no sorry dem o say African campaign no ebe
because me see me obi minimum NDC ni bia me na me bua ma onye adwuma me mobile no be yi na di ni ma me ne papa frɛ me nipa na ka ho no mka chem se wa aba me mema na kwa aba mema na kwa aba wie no so omo das na omo nim se omo party ba ba ye omo bone disa nipa no ene no ono mfa wo sidi no dollar ho na sa nipa no to da bia ne waka no se wa we no obeye na o sa be ha ya dwini ndi unim modia unim wo to mi mu a utrim tibu yo de power dwen se wi ase pa de umfree power da. But when it's sleeping, you don't see. This one city thing there. Yes, grounds. Na ko say Ghana for enye nije say petrol aba fam nti. Na nka den ti na say petrol ba fam. This year petrol na wi ase dwaman so na ye sen mo ba yi. E na mra na wo ka say wo soro na ye sen. Ti mo ka mo ma no kure no ni akire ba. No kure no e be hia mo nne. Nya ye na ye be ka. The reality will come. Hwe. Na mo say Russia Ukraine nyeda. Yenye bomb wo Ghana bim meto parliament Ghana na bim to Jubilee wo Ghana. Russia Ukraine is over 2 years now. Iran Israel is 4 days pe. Tax am passing under certificate of agency. Na man penyu dia wo Harris wa bin see that assign
this style of communication you are not noted for. Say no bank Obi, let us be very honest. Say NDC official position and key officials ebia obi obi no kana sama there has never been any time me for instance and now official President Mahama you listen to his speeches obi beka say Russia
President Mahama
finish my statement say play role what obi what you are discounting let's say obi let me yes recorded yes you can go and play what we were against in this Russia Ukraine was portrayed as the only factor for me consistently I said it was one of the many factors. There were other factors nobody should say any factor at all but your position was everything about mismanagement or say Russia Ukraine everything. So we were saying, say, in the midst of Russia, Ukraine, you could have managed things better. That was the position, not to say that Russia, Ukraine, any impact. That has been the consistent official position
COVID. Everything you were saying COVID. Yes. So almost say factors are coming up.
What you were saying.
That
was everything. So we were saying other countries,
Iran,
other countries that were pledged by COVID and also
one after the other.
Israel, Iran is just 4 days old. 4 days old war. Started Fiadanaju. And the president say, "You redraw taxa, you passing under certificate of agency." Now on also the Harris wa Ghana, there is no bill. I sign the next morning. You passing anajo. No, I sign it just like that because here. The truth you have not told Ghanaians. It's not what you are telling us. You're about to situation. Obi, let me use this last one. Why they passed that law, no, tax, no? In the budget, Honorable because we had the original copy. They pegged CD dollar at 15 cedis per $1 in the budget. The government of Ghana plans in United say, or cotton gold no nya $1 kra 15 cedis. Or cotton timber no nya $1 15. Today, dollar you saying.
We look at the
10
propaganda.
cedis.
Yes.
90%.
Look at the propaganda.
Every single
$1 na drop. So
you
pegged at 15 cedis.
What did you do?
What did you do to bring the dollar down? The government. Why would the government work to?
What did you do to bring the dollar down?
$1 bar down. They say you see.
Because where I'm going, what can you tell me this question?
Your gold exporter, you increase so we could have still withheld the gold.
Press conference.
Is
being done. In the moment, but unfortunately, we are science maybe Madam was. I think we have to do this.
Before we go 1 minute,
we have to do this.
This weekend. We share tomato farmers Obrikun West. Na at the right time, about 5,000 people are involved. You see ultramodern tomato factory Obrikun West. They be near me by revamp of big. I employ now tomato
say 1D1
about 5 don't go there.
Individual.
Don't go there. Don't go there. Well, Obi, 1D1 factory be an obedient signboard on you. Don't come individual SC the BBA complete and government has nothing to do. It's not under benefit. It is not under 1D1F. It is not. It was not under 1D1F. It was not under 1D1F. Where the Africa. Where the Africa can 1D1F list now. The ones the ministry Obi. Say a brown company. Obi. A factory a commission no far back in 2020 ahead of 2020 elections. 2020. Udim say a fair that you bear revamp na ye adwuma. Ma men konko fa press conference be say atwa. I said that ye adwuma. So na host guy David Boatia da mo say. Yentie the General Secretary of the NPP, lawyer Justine Kodia Frimpong.
The National Council also took a serious note on issue of some indiscipline in the party. And again, the party takes very seriously issue of discipline, and is something that we are not prepared to renege on our determination to instill discipline in the party. Certain individuals were cautioned today about some utterances that they have been making in the social media, on radio and TV stations. And the chairman for the occasion stood in to plead on behalf of those individuals and requested National Council to give them at least the last chance. In the wisdom of National Council, they accepted the plea from the chairman for the occasion, Chairman Smidan Kwabuti, and rather caution them. We call on our members that at least they must show respect to our party, they must show respect to personalities in our party, they must show respect to leadership in our party. We know that we are a democratic party, everyone has the right to express his or her views, but it must be done within the confinement of our constitution, and they must also avert their mind to Article 3, which talks about duties of members of our party. So these are the critical issues that took place at NEC and National Council respectively. Thank you very much.
Asempa FM
National Council ACI na enoma ebeto dwa na poso ena me dan edi amamo edikan National Council the second highest decision making body New Patriotic Party no eka Ablekuma North